Let me ask you a serious question. If you spent the last hour chasing signatures, coordinating title, emailing lenders, asking for signatures, and scheduling conference rooms for closings, what exactly did you get paid for? Because none of that stuff today made you any money. And the real reason most real estate agents stay stuck at the same income level year after year is not because of the market or the interest rates or whatever else is going on. It's because they're stuck doing $10 an hour work while all expecting a six-figure income. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how that's costing real estate agents thousands of dollars every single month with real numbers, real examples, and the one shift that completely will change your business. Because once you understand this, you'll never look at your calendar the same way again. Most real estate agents think they have an income problem. They don't. They actually have a leverage problem. Here's what I mean by that. Imagine you owned a restaurant. Technically, could you do everything yourself? Sure. You could seat people, you could take orders, you can cook the food, you could wash the dishes, you can run the register, you can clean the floors, you can handle complaints, and run the drive through. But see what happens? The business literally bottlenecks around you. Customers will wait longer. The service actually will get worse, and your revenue either stays capped or it'll never grow. Not because you're bad, because one person can't scale everything alone. Now, look at your real estate business. A lot of agents are operating like they're the chef, the dishwasher, the waiter, the owner, all at the same time, and then they wonder why they're overwhelmed. Top producing agents figured out something really, really early. Your job is not to do everything. Your job is to do the things that will actually create revenue. That's it. And as a real estate agent, there are only five things that will make you money: lead generation, lead follow up, setting appointments, negotiating, closing deals. That is it. That's the business. Everything else, paperwork, emails, transaction coordinating, conveyancing, vendor communication, calendar management, is that stuff necessary? Yes. Is it income producing? No. And this is where agents accidentally trap themselves because feeling busy feels productive. But being busy and being profitable are two completely different things. You can spend 10 hours working and still avoid the activities that actually will make you money. So let's just say your average commission is $8,000. And let's say that one extra appointment per week eventually turns into one extra closing per month. So that one conversation to you could be worth thousands of dollars. So when you spend 2 hours handling admin work instead of prospecting for new business, the real cost isn't 2 hours. The real cost is the commission opportunity that you never created because you were tied down in paperwork or coordinating title, things like that. And the most important part that agents never calculate is this. So let's make this practical. Let's say an agent spends just 1 hour per day doing tasks that could be delegated. Let's just roll with 1 hour, 5 days a week, about 20 hours per month. Now, imagine those 20 hours were spent lead generating instead, having real conversations, follow up, appointments, past clients, open houses, follow up, sphere calls. You're telling me that an extra 20 hours of lead generation wouldn't create at least one or two additional closings? Of course it would. So let's just say your average commission is $9,000 gross. That's potentially $18,000 a month sitting inside of your calendar in your database. Not because you aren't capable, because your time allocation is actually broken. And here's the crazy part: a transaction coordinator might cost you $300 to $500 per deal. Agents will avoid paying a few $100s while losing thousands of dollars every single month. That thinking is backwards. Top agents understand this. Protecting your time, it's an investment. It's not an expense. Now, usually when I say this, agents will tell me one of three things. They will say, honestly, I could just do it faster by myself. And could you? Yeah, maybe at first, but that mindset is killing and destroying all scalability because eventually you become the bottleneck for every transaction. The second thing that I hear agents say is nobody can do it as well as I do. And that's usually not true. Even if it is true, your job is not perfection. Your job is to grow your real estate business. And a great business owner understands that 90% done by somebody else is always better than 100% done by you. Because while they're handling the admin, you're bringing in another client. And the third thing I hear agents say is, I can't afford help yet. And usually the reality is you actually can't afford not to get help because every month that you're delaying leverage, you stay capped. Your business stays dependent on your energy, your schedule, your stress level, and eventually this leads to burnout. This is why so many agents flat out plateau, because not because they're not talented, because they built themselves a job instead of a business. So let's talk about what leverage actually looks like. So now when people hear build a team, they think massive overhead, massive overload, office space, payroll, director of operations. I'm just talking about simple leverage. So we're going to slow it down. How about a transaction coordinator, a virtual assistant, even just someone handling paperwork and communication? Let's start there because leverage is not about becoming less involved. I'm not telling you to go away and never pay attention to your business. You are still the CEO and it's still your job to oversee everything in the business. But instead of every day, 5 hours a day, scale it back to 1 hour a day and take a look at your business. But it's really about becoming more intentional with your time. The the highest paid activities in real estate are conversations and relationships. Not uploading a document the fastest, not chasing a signature at 9:30 at night. The agents making 200, 300, $500,000 a year really understand this. And the difference, they protect their schedule and they protect it aggressively. The hour that they buy back is reinvested into growth, more conversations, more visibility, more client experience, more follow up. That's how the momentum actually compounds. So here's the mindset shift that I want you to make. Stop asking, how do I do more? And you should start asking immediately, what should I stop doing? What That one question literally will change everything because most agents don't need more hustle. They actually need subtraction. And the goal is not to become busier. The goal is to become more effective. And once you stop filling your day to day with $10 an hour low value tasks, you finally create the room for the activities that are going to help grow your income and your life. Heck, you might even want some free time back to go golfing instead of chasing down paperwork, right? It's all about your life by design. This doesn't have to be all business, but this is exactly why some agents work 80 hours a week and stay stuck while others are working less and making significantly more money. It's not the effort, it's leverage. So Here's what I want you to do. For the next 7 days, I want you to honestly track your time. Track your time, every single tasks, every hour. And I want you to ask yourself one simple question. Did this activity directly create revenue? I'm not asking you to hire right away. I'm not asking you to leverage right away. I just want you to go through your list and identify, could somebody else have done this for me? Okay, so we're going to start with a self awareness exercise because this exercise alone will completely expose where your business today is actually leaking money. And if you realize that you're spending too much time on admin work, that's fixable. We could fix that tomorrow. You don't need a giant team. You just need leverage. So, if this video helped you rethink how you're running your business, hit subscribe because I'm going to keep making videos specifically for agents who want to scale and scale smarter, not just work harder. And I really appreciate if you got any kind of value from this. Write in the comments below, like the video, subscribe for more. I'm Bill Kelly, Director of Productivity Coach, Keller Williams Empower and Keller Williams Mainline. We'll see you on the next one.